that I heard from my sister, and she was talking to me about in Bosnia a son who had came to bury his mother, and as he buried his mother, he had finished, left, he had lost his wallet, his paperwork. The only logical thing was that as I was bending over, the documents fell in the qabr, in the grave. To his surprise, after he got to digging up the grave, he had saw a sight that had scared him so much. And from there, when I heard this story, to me, logically, I was like, look, that is an irrefutable fact that we are also going to be in that grave. It is a very scary moment, and that triggered something inside of me. That story really motivated, got me scared. And then I went back to my uncle and I was telling him, you know what, my sister had told me this story and you're always reminding me about this. And then what he thought it was interesting. He went back to his shelf and he picked up this book, and the book was on life, death, and the hereafter.
I thought that would be good for him to read, and I didn't really think he's gonna, read it maybe a little bit, But then he called me like in few days, I don't know, 2-3 days, and he said, look, uncle, I read the book, I wanna bring it back to you. I said, are you sure? So he came back and he told me this really scared me, So that's when I thought it was like a turning point in his life.
At one point, I was in a elevator and we had got stuck for a bit of time, and you feel claustrophobic. And that also had triggered me to think, wow, imagine if we're getting scared, being stuck in an elevator, being constricted. Many people are claustrophobic. What about that moment in the grave when we all visit? And then from there, I just really wanted to know, like, what happens after death?